In the early spring of 2024, the Nevada Northern Railway announced that they were going to paint one of their diesel locomotives into an American patriotic theme for 2026, the 250th anniversary of the United States. To coincide with this announcement, they hosted a livery design competition. So I decided to give it a try. In this video, I will show you my vision of what I believe the United States 250th anniversary unit should look like. On the Nevada Northern Railway's website, they had a zip file which contained templates of the locomotive unpainted. So I downloaded the templates, and then I printed them out, and then with colored pencils, I colored the locomotive. And then I scanned the images onto my computer, where I added things like the Nevada Northern Railway logo, as well as the numbering on the locomotive. For any American patriotic themed unit, it's always important to have red, white, and blue, and that was a requirement for this competition. So I made sure that I had red, white, and blue as the primary colors of this locomotive, where I decided to have the long hood of the locomotive painted blue, while the front and rear painted white, and then the handrail stanchions, and the chassis painted red, while the trucks and the fuel tank would be a dark gray or black color. I also wanted to have the American flag shown on all sides of the locomotive. And on the engineer's side of the locomotive, you'll notice that the stars are on the right side of the flag. This is actually correct, because when you look at the locomotive from the engineer's side, if it were moving towards the right, which would be forward, then you have to imagine the flag as if it were on a pole. So if the flag were on a pole, then it would be blowing around in the wind with the star side on the right. Like with all other locomotives, it's very important that the reporting marks or railroad logo and the number are shown on the locomotive. That's definitely the case here. And what I did was I put the logo of the Nevada Northern Railway on each side of the cab, as well as the front nose and the rear nose of the locomotive. I decided to go with the Nevada Northern Safety First logo, since that's the more contemporary logo of the Nevada Northern Railway, not the one featuring the steam locomotive on it. As for the numbering, I put the number 250 on the sides of the locomotive, as well as the front of the locomotive on the number boards. I used the Arial bold font, and for the numbering on the side, I had it in white with red outlines on it. That way it's more visible. I tried doing it with all white for the numbering on the sides, and it actually was too washed out by the blue, so I decided to put the red outlines on it to make it more visible. Also, where the number 204 was written on the nose, I decided to put the Nevada Northern Railway logo there because it would have been redundant to put the number on the nose if it was already on the number boards. From the photos I could find of the real 204, I didn't see any numbers on the rear of the locomotive. That's why the numbers are not present. But I did put the logo on all sides of the locomotive, with the numbering on the sides and the front. So that's my vision for the Nevada Northern Railway 250 USA unit. What do you think of this idea? Let me know in the comments below. At the time I made this video, this competition is closed and is under review. But I don't think I'm going to make any further videos about this competition, so we'll just go from there with what the judges say. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad the Nevada Northern Railway hosted this competition, and I'm glad that I participated in it. Special thanks to my current Patreon supporters, and thank you for watching this video.